Hi, kids. Okay, on this day in film history for September 16th. September 16th, 1924 is the birth of Lauren Bacall. Of course, that's not her birth name, but that's what she'll become or come to be known as. She died in 2014, the age of 89. Would you believe it? She started out as a model. Yeah. And then she made her way to Broadway. And then she was discovered by Howard Hawks' wife. Her first film, Howard Hawks directed, To Have and Have Not, debut with Humphrey Bogart. And that is the start of Bogart and Bacall. They would be married until Bogart died. Starred in several other films together, The Big Sleep, Dark Passage, Key Largo, many of which I've talked about on this channel before. After that, she would be married to Jason Robards for a little bit as well. She was nominated for Best Supporting Actress for The Mirror Has Two Faces and AFI's list of greatest female stars of all time. Lauren Bacall was number 20. 1927, September 16th, is the birth of Peter Falk. Lauren Bacall, Peter Falk, both Jewish. Mazel tov or whatever. I don't know. The Peter Falk died in 2011 at the age of 83. Of course, everyone knows him as Columbo, but he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor 2 years in a row for Murder Inc. in 1960, and then in 1961 for Pocket Full of Miracles. Made his film debut in Wind Across the Everglades. That was in 1958. That film was directed by Nicholas Ray. And his trademark squint, got the fake eye. When he was 3, his eye was removed. He had cancer in his eye. So, didn't know that? Now you do. One more thing. No more things. Let's move on. 1958 is the birth of Jennifer Tilly. She was born in LA, but from the age of 5 onward was raised in Canada. I think British Columbia, to be specific, the best province. Of course, she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress in Bullets Over Broadway. She lost. She's in The Fabulous Baker Boy. She's in Bound. She's in the Chucky series, Bride of Chucky. Jennifer Tilly, always great. And then let's move to some death. Time for death now, folks. 1932 is the death of Peg Entwistle. Peg Entwistle committed suicide by jumping off the H in the Hollywood sign. That'll do it. Peg Entwistle had only appeared, she was born in England, British actress, only appeared and had one screen credit, and that wasn't even released until after her death. That was 13 Women. But yeah, so next is one more death. 2012 is the death of Roman Crater. He died at the age of 85. So he was born in 1926. He was born and he was Canadian. Started out his career as a production assistant and then an editor working for the National Film Board, then started directing and producing films. Was one of the pioneers or the pioneer of cinema verite style filmmaking, documentary filmmaking. Kind of doesn't rely on narration. It's sort of fly on the wall documentary filmmaking, certain point of view. Roman Crater. If that was it, if he was just like a pioneer of that, that would be enough. But he's Canadian. There is more. He also helped found the IMAX. IMAX is Canadian. He was making experimental film for the National Film Board, Labyrinth, which was a multi-screen film. I think it was like 5 screens, and it was going to play at the Montreal Expo 67. And then from there, like, well, what if we had bigger screens? We get IMAX. Also, one time he just was talking, George Lucas overheard him talking basically about the relationship between nature and God, and there must be some sort of force between them. And that is where George Lucas got the idea for the force in Star Wars from a Canadian. So the force is Canadian, we can say. Anyways, well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.